Greetings, my name is Desiree. I'm 69 years old and a full-time carer for my husband Ron, also aged 69, who was diagnosed with behavioural variant frontotemporal dementia in March 2016. He is mobile but has few meaningful words, is incontinent and needs assistance with all activities of daily living. We live on Lake Macquarie with a small parkland reserve between us and the lake. It is a familiar, safe environment for Ron, who wanders out frequently, but never strays far from home. The surrounding neighbours are aware of Ron's limitations and they watch out for him. We have 2 sons and their families within 30 minutes drive, and 2 daughters and their families interstate. Ron used to attend a day respite centre 5 days each week, but COVID restrictions imposed in March forced its closure, and I have had him at home 24/7 since. The key challenges I face include keeping Ron mobile and motivated, managing his incontinence, and having the energy to attend to all his daily needs. Ron is quiet with an endearing smile. He is easily agitated but rarely aggressive. As Ron can no longer communicate verbally, I am constantly vigilant to his non-verbal cues and body language in recognising his needs and watching out for any unexpected event which could trigger his agitation. Although he's safe walking around our reserve, Ron would wander off and become easily confused anywhere else. I cannot take him with me to the shops or attend places or events we previously enjoyed. Meals can be challenging as Ron needs his food to be well spaced on his plate and often needs feeding. Ron is unable to initiate or complete the simplest tasks. Early on, I made a decision to embrace this dementia journey and to do the best job I could possibly do. And to this end, I have integrated the following into my essential toolkit. Counselling, so valuable in both recognising and learning how to negotiate the initial and the ongoing grief of this journey. Education, courses, books, online learning. Glean gems from other stories which may help you. Support services. Research what is available to enable you to make wise choices. Connect with Dementia Australia and become part of your local carer support group. Be confident and comfortable with the GP and specialist who are journeying with you. I have used a continence nurse and dementia nurse when needed. Have your finances, power of attorney, advanced care plan, etc. all organised and up to date. Caring others. Involve family and friends as much as possible, and especially the grandchildren. I encourage connection at Ron's emotional level with lots of physical touch, cuddles, plenty of words of reassurance and affirmation. We FaceTime the family regularly and have family photos always present. Forward planning. I have learnt to book respite well in advance. Ron's name is down for permanent residential care should we ever need it. And I have an emergency care kit ready with all the information about contacts and Ron's care in case anything happened to me. Self-care. Prayer and meditation keep me centred. Exercise relieves the stress. Gardening and friends keep me balanced. Journaling helps me reflect on this journey. And I have learnt to ask for help when I'm overwhelmed or fatigued. Finally, couple care. I keep our days simple, predictable, uncomplicated. Long, slow walks twice daily promote togetherness, as well as exercise and stimulation. I build fun into every day. We laugh, dance around, listen to favourite music, operas, theatre, and YouTube makes this all possible. A recent joy was to realise that although Ron has limited, meaningful speech, he is able to join me in singing familiar songs or hymns from his youth without hesitation once I initiate it. And knowing I can still connect with his soul encourages and inspires me to continue this journey. There is always hope.
Well, that brings us to the end of the first leg of our 2020 World FTD Marathon. Before I pass the baton to our friends and colleagues in Europe and the UK, there are a number of people who we'd like to thank. First, a huge thank you to all our wonderful presenters, both from Neuropsychiatry at the Royal Melbourne Hospital and Frontier Brain and Mind Centre at the University of Sydney. What a fabulous job everyone did. Thanks to the many staff behind the scenes who provided the technical support. It's been a huge challenge and we're enormously grateful for your efforts. All the presenters and support staff generously volunteered their time on a Saturday, not to mention the many hours spent in recent weeks preparing talks, learning how to use the technology and practicing using the technology. Thank you everyone for your time. A very special thank you from all of us to the carers who bravely shared their stories with us today. It's been a really special part of the marathon today. I'd like to thank the AFTD in America for their generous support of our marathon. They provided the go-to webinar platform for us to use, and also the valuable time and energy of some of their fabulous staff. Thanks to the many people throughout Australia and New Zealand who worked hard to promote the event, including the Australian FTD Association. We'd also like to say a special thank you to Enrico Gallagher and Chiara Facciolo, the brilliant Italian designers who donated their time and talent to produce all our fabulous graphics. I'm most grateful to the local organising committee, Margie Beasley in Hobart, Olivia Piquet in Sydney and Wendy Kelso in Melbourne for the great work they did in putting together the Australian League. I want to make special mention of Wendy Kelso from Royal Melbourne Hospital, who almost single-handedly conquered the mysteries of our online go-to webinar platform and was really the powerhouse of the Australian League. Thank you so much, Wendy, for all the time and the hours you've put into this. A special thank you from me to the wonderful Executive Committee of World FTD United. From the moment the idea of this marathon was born, they have all worked so hard to make it a reality. They are an amazing team of people, all of them dedicated to raising awareness of FTD. Finally, and most importantly, thank you to everyone for being with us on this leg. Families living with FTD, carers, clinicians, researchers and support workers, whatever your reason for being with us, wherever you are in the world, thank you for being part of the marathon. Thank you for joining us and for helping to raise awareness of frontotemporal dementia. So it's now time for me to hand over the baton to Hendrik Jan van der Waal, founder and chair of the Dutch FTD organisation. The European leg will start at 10 a.m. Central European Time, which is 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Then at 10 a.m. Eastern American Time, Helen Ann Comstock, the founder of World FTD United, will welcome you to the North, South and Central American leg of the marathon. That'll be some great late night viewing for us in Australia, as it'll be around midnight. It's not too late to register for the other legs of the marathon. Just go to the World FTD United website. You'll find the links to register and the program. Thank you everyone, and for now, goodbye.